Good morning, everyone. Welcome aboard. My name is Joseph James. Welcome to our live trading recap brought to you by SchoolofTrade.com, SidewaysMarkets.com, and of course, it's November 4th, 2010. We made it through Fed Day yesterday. We made it through the election on Tuesday, and now here we are recovering, right, from the post-FOMC and the post-election mayhem that happened on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, right? So we had a kind of an interesting day today, pretty challenging morning. Right, price action was pretty tough out there. We'll talk about that in a second, though. I want to remind you guys, tomorrow, right, tomorrow's Friday. We got beginners trading tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Now, once we finish up trading for the day tomorrow on Friday, we'll then take all the questions, all the beginners' questions, and we'll go over all the beginner, right, all the 101 frequently asked questions, using charts, using indicators, right, working with brokers, different things we use for trade management, guys. There's going to be a lot of real basic question and answer tomorrow. Okay, doesn't mean you can't come if you're an experienced trader, but bring your beginners questions, bring your friends, bring your family, right? If you got that aunt of yours, right, or that nephew of yours that says you can't do day trading, guys, I want to talk to them because I'm going to show them how to do it tomorrow. All right, guys, so bring all the people, right, that don't believe this can be done, and we'll see you guys here tomorrow morning for that beginners training at 11 o'clock. And then don't forget, guys, at the top of this blog right now, at the top of the blog, we've actually posted the recording from last Friday's beginners course. All right, guys, so the beginners training last Friday, we recorded it and we posted it on the blog. Of course, it's right above me here on the blog. So let's see how we did today. Lots of stuff happening today, right? Lots of choppy moves back and forth. And what I did today was the same thing I did yesterday. Now, what happened yesterday? We had a tough beginning of the day, and then the end of the day became extremely good for us, right? Well, today did the same thing. We got the end of the day looking pretty good, but it didn't really make us that big ba-boom, right, that we got yesterday. So you can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 total trades. We traded gold, we traded crude, we traded Russell. Right, guys? You can see the biggest winner of the day, though, in the gold at 29 ticks there, guys. And that brings us in, of course, we had 2 losses as well. Now, the 2 losses I took, one was a mental mistake at 9:45, and the other 11:15 was a high-risk trade. So really, these 2 losses could have easily been avoided. We went over this in the room this morning, all right, and we'll talk more about it here later on in this video. All right, guys, so you can see here 12 total trades, everything except the euro this morning, right, 105 ticks, right, 1050 coming in, and not a bad day, right? You can see if we would have removed those 2 losses, this would have been about a $1,500 day for us here. So I can't really complain too much. We had a great week so far, and we're going to wrap up this week tomorrow with another Friday morning trading session, and I want you guys to make sure you guys come on and join us for that because it'll be a pretty good day. All right, let's see here. What's the most important thing that happened today? Well, again, markets recovering from FOMC day. Okay, we saw this huge, right, volatility yesterday from FOMC day, and now the dollar and many other markets are sitting right in the middle of the range, right, from yesterday. So this big wide range yesterday, and then today we have this narrow range, right? We call these inside trading days. We also saw average to range. Average to range was peaking, right, early morning this morning, and the average to range kept tumbling here all morning, which told us as we got later and later in the day, price action kept getting more difficult, right? Slow speed, and ultimately what I kept doing was, right, I kept looking for that, right, home run trade, kept taking singles, expecting one of these singles to be a big home run, and we never really got the home run. Okay, so unlike yesterday, and of course Tuesday and Monday this week, pretty much my plan of attack is always the same. I'm going to go in, I'm going to keep following my rules until my rules tell me to stop or I finish the day of trading. And eventually one of those simple trades we take will end up being a +5, +10, and +50. All right, now again, today didn't happen, but hey, I'll take it though, right? 1 day out of 5 days this week, I'll take that. I had 2 losses and still made money. So it was really a great example today of how you can take some losses and you'll still come out the other end a winner, right? So don't worry about losses so much. Really great today though, the fast track method had 1 winner more than the losers. So we had 4, what was that? 8 total trades today, I think, with the fast track. 4 winners, 4 losers. The last trade, right, the 9th trade was the winner. So the fast track made money today as well. All right, guys, and of course the fast track is one of those easy to use methods, limit orders, right, 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, and perfect for new traders. That's why I call it the fast track. All right, guys, so check out the fast track. It's on our blog. It's also covered in great detail in the advanced course. Now here's my dollar. As you guys know, we start every day on the dollar, and the dollar pretty much summed up the entire market this morning. You've got my range from today. Compare that, of course, to my range from yesterday. And what do we see here? You got it, right? We are inside of, right? There's my high from yesterday. There's my low from yesterday. We are inside of the range from yesterday. You can see we also do this trend lines here, which of course you can see we've got this narrowing price action. And if you looked at the ATR spiked up a little bit, and then ATR kept tumbling back down. So we were getting dropping ATR, right? We had speed relatively slow in the middle of the range from Wednesday. And so really we could have gone up or we could have gone down. We ended up dropping here, but relatively choppy on that dollar all day today. All right, guys, I continue to get the same question all the time. What's the easiest way to avoid a tough day? When you see the dollar looking like this, guys, this is my DX 1210. When you see the dollar looking like this, guys, you know well in advance this is going to be more challenging. All right, so look at that dollar. The dollar gave me the heads up this morning to know what to expect on other markets. Now, we got our day started on the crude. We traded crude, gold, and the Russell today. Nothing on the euro. We watched the nat gas at the news at 10:30 for nat gas today. Nothing really going on there. And of course, the euro we just simply didn't get a chance to trade today. So we'll trade whatever the market moves. We'll trade whatever market's moving. We started though on crude. Now, what do you see on crude here? Crude, right? This big break to the upside. We break above the previous channel, right? There's my channel, my wedge down bottom there. So we break through the highs, right? Like a lot of things today, this is going to look pretty familiar here because almost everything was launching here after the dollar was dropping. So we find ourselves in the crude here, and here we are right at the highs. So now, what is a trader to do at these highs right now, right? I'm not going to buy this breakout. It's not going to happen, right? It's going to be a higher risk trade. So what I did was I waited for price to try to break out, and then I sold the highs. And I did this 3 times today, right? So that's where our first 3 trades came from. They came from not buying the highs, waiting for price to jump up, right? Make new highs. Once it does that, I'm looking for a short. Okay, and that's exactly what I did here, guys, for the first 4 trades here on crude today. And you can see it worked out relatively well. Now, again, I would have rather have had these be much bigger winners for us here, but, you know, I'll take whatever the market gives me. So here we are now, right? There's my trend line here, right? This yellow line here. That yellow line, that was that trend line we saw at the highs. So again, I'm not going to buy the breakout. I wait for the breakout to happen, then I sell the highs.